Hey guys, it's me, Mario, and today we're going to continue Series 4 of Beast Quest with the prologue of Stealth, the Ghost Panther. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. And let's get this started. Beast Quest Stealth the Ghost Panther. Prologue. Luke peered cautiously around the street corner. Nothing moved, except for a rat that shot across the cobbles and vanished between two buildings on the opposite side. All the dwellers in the main city of Eventia had gone to their beds a long time ago. The moon shed a pale light over the street, though dark shadows lurked in corners. Beyond the rooftops of the shops and houses, Luke could see the purple spires of King Hugo's palace. He shivered as he wondered if Wizard Elderu was looking out, keeping watch over everything that went in and out of the city. A hand shoved Luke roughly in the back. He glanced over his shoulder to see his master, Bill. "What are you waiting for?" he demanded. "Get a move on." "Just checking," Luke murmured resentfully. He looked up at the creaking inn sign above his head. It showed a scarlet dragon with fire spurting from its jaws. Bill pointed to a pile of barrels stacked against the inn wall. "Go on, climb," he ordered. Luke hung back. The climb was easy enough. Above the pile of barrels, a drain pipe led up to an open lattice window. But he was scared at the thought of what would happen if anyone found him once he was inside. "I said climb." Bill gave Luke a harder shove that sent him stumbling to his knees. "You're a young lad. It's easy for you to scramble up there. Get inside and come down to let me in." He chuckled and rubbed his grimy hands together. "There'll be rich pickings tonight, and you'll get your share too." Luke hauled himself to his feet and limped up towards the pile of barrels. He didn't dare disobey Bill. His master was a huge man, tall and broad-shouldered, and he could scare Luke just by glaring at him. "I never wanted to be a thief," Luke thought miserably as he started to clamber up the drain pipe. "How did I end up like this?" And here is Luke climbing up the barrels of the inn. As he climbed, he thought he could hear soft footsteps on the street, and a sound like a whip crackling in the air. Then he heard the scruffle of Bill's boots on the cobbles, and his master's voice raised in a shout that died away at once in a choking rattle. Luke peered over his shoulder. Bill was lying face down on the street. A pool of blood spread slowly from his temple. His glistening ink black in... Boy, I can't read while there's singing. I can't read while there's singing. Let's see. Luke peered over his shoulder. Bill was lying face down in the street. A pool of blood spread slowly from his temple, glistening ink black in the light of the moon. Is he dead? Terror froze Luke to the drainpipe. A moment later, Bill stirred, hauled himself to his knees, and then to his feet. What just happened? Luke called down softly. Are you all right? Bill didn't reply, staggering forwards. He pointed a trembling finger at Luke. Thief! He spat, his eyes narrowed. I'm going to tell your parents what you've been up to. Luke gasped in horror. His mother and father would never live down the shame of knowing that he crept out of bed at the middle of the night to go thieving with Bill. And Bill might have been rough with him before, but never cruel. What had happened to him? You can't, he began. His protest was cut off by a blood-curdling howl and that echoed through the streets of the city. It sounded like the howl of a hunting cat, but 1,000 times louder and more menacing. Bill started at the sound, then turned and raced away. Luke could see nothing in the empty street except a pair of glistening yellow dots dancing in the distance. What's that? He muttered to himself. They look like eyes. Cautiously he began to climb down, only to freeze as the green dots suddenly leaped forwards. Out of the night, a coal-black panther appeared, its gleaming fangs bared and its jaws gaping as if it might swallow Luke whole. With a choking cry, Luke scrambled back up the drainpipe. Is that what attacked Bill? He asked himself as he tried to grip the slippery surface of the drainpipe. The panther leaped and snarled below him, sword-like claws slashing beneath Luke's feet. Its teeth were veined like marble, and 3 tails whipped through the air behind it. Around its neck was a thick leather collar from which dangled an oddly shaped piece of gold. As Luke watched, a rat scurried out from behind the pile of barrels. He gasped in amazement as the beast lashed out with one of its tails, lassoing the squealing rat around the middle, before tossing the vermin into its open mouth. Swallowing the creature in one gulp, the beast turned back to gaze up at Luke. And here is Stealth eating the rat. His amber eyes burned through the darkness. Luke told his body to move, to keep on clambering up the drainpipe. But he couldn't make his arms and legs obey. His gaze was locked with the beasts as the panther began to circle one of its 3 tails. The tail moved fast and faster and faster until it snaked out through the air and snatched Luke's ankle. Luke kicked out, but he couldn't break the grip of the beast's tail. His hand scrambled uselessly at the wall of the inn as he felt himself being dragged down. It's going to eat me, he thought, frantically letting out a shriek of terror. It will swallow me up, just like it did to that rat. And with that, a silence fell around the street. That was the prologue of Stealth, the Ghost Panther. Well, I'm still surprised that this book series is for kids. So, yeah. After reading that, I'm still surprised that it's for 7+. 7-year-olds and up. Yeah. That ain't too good. But yeah. I never know what to do with these outros. But yeah. Hope you guys like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys are interested in more Beast Quest videos. We're almost to 100 subscribers. Cheers, everybody. I'll be cheering for that. I'm going to be doing another one today, since this one was supposed to be on Tuesday and I missed Tuesday. But yeah, hope you guys like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you guys are interested in more Beast Quest videos. And maybe Dragon Book entries along the way. Right, bye bye.